Yes, we're back. We're back again, Omsi 2. We're back again to look at something really, really new and actually quite nice. The i260 Citybus series DLC, and this being the earliest version of it. And yes, it's also a manual. What can possibly go wrong? We're here in Grundorf for a bit of a drive around. Grab that guidebook to all things manual in Omsi 2, and let's go. So yeah, hi there, Steve here, and welcome back to Omsi 2. Yes, the newly released i260 for Omsi, a bus built in the early 80s, about 84. This one comes from a couple of different versions in the DLC, looking rather nice. And yes, that's a manual gearbox. It did take me a little while to be able to move. It has to build up air pressure first, so you've got the air pressure here, which also enabled me to open the doors, which is quite nice. If we have a look at the page for it on Steam, if I can click on that, there we go. So yeah, here it is on Steam. So the Citybus i260 series, same people that created the i280. And yeah, it's a number of buses, so a number of different versions. We will, over the next couple of weeks, go through each of the versions, but this is the basic one. This is the one from 1984, so the first version. Yeah, so back to basics for sure. So a lot of repaints, various types of doors and partitions between the driver, a large number of parts inside for tuning exterior of the bus, extensive adjustment options for repainting the bus, and you can put bus numbers on, and yeah, it does sound quite nice. So I'll put a link to it in the description below, and yeah, there they are, a few different versions of it, which we'll go through starting in a couple of weeks time, but I just wanted to put this out early. I've already got some content pre-recorded handily for Omsi for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll come back and do some routes in this, but wanted to have a quick look at it just after release. And detail wise, it does look rather nice. So it's a manual, as I say, so we've got to use the clutch. Our clutch modelling has never been great in Omsi 2. It's quite a slow gearbox. So because the clutch modelling isn't fantastic, look at where the speedo is. Oh sorry, look at the rev counter is. Rev counter's tucked all the way over there. We have got an indicator working, showing us the A. Okay, that's flashing on the right hand side, yet I've definitely got on the left hand indicator. So they'll set the route in. I think because we've got no display, although I could get to the other end, I suppose. We'll see if we can turn around and come back and pick up some passengers. I do quite like the fact it's got a manual gearbox. There's not enough stuff in Omsi with manual gearboxes. I think we've even got a window. Not sure if I like the microphone there in the way. So all the light controls And move the steering out of the way. And down over here. So headlights, hazard lights, wipers. Yeah, they're there. And the interior lights are there. It looks really nice. You just got to change gear really slowly. We're up into our final gear. And it's moving along quite nicely. That light's red. I don't think we've got reverse. I haven't got reverse. Oh well. Hopefully the light changes. Yeah, no, well there is an Ibis. That's just a cash desk. Oh my good god, that's a thing. Light's green. You can actually do a reasonably quick gear change. Right, made it to the end. Put that back into neutral. There. Now, if I change the... if I go from there, then we go Kraken House. Back the other way, 1152. So Route 76 going to Baumhof. Now, if I actually put the journey in, there, we might actually get some people getting on board. So 1152. Let's have a look, shall we? Yes, we have. They're bound to complain. Also, you want a ticket? Didn't realise they'd actually go and stand there. Right, back into first gear, which is handily down there. Release the parking brake. Oh, I like this. I think it's going to be great for some of those older maps. And having the manual gear change is really nice. It's a shame being Grundorf, no one speaks to me. A few people on board. They're still waiting by the door. Well, they can have to wait a while. Modelling wise, I really like it. It does look really, really old school. There is an option, it says, to put numbers up. I don't know where. And how we do that. I don't know why we'd want to move that. Oh, hang on, we're going. Well, at least we can't hear them complain. Oh yeah, I really like this. I like a lot of the modern stuff, but I think other versions of this could be really, really good. Plus just complain about low temperature on my bus. Or they can complain all you like. Oh, that's good. I love the manual gearbox. Obviously made all the better if, like me, you've got a G27 or a G920. So you've actually got the gearbox. Don't know if you can drive it in an auto mode. That could be interesting. So this is the older version. So we'll come back to it in a few weeks' time and look at some of the other versions. Maybe try it on a few different routes. I'm guessing I didn't open the middle doors, didn't I? We all got off the front, it's fine. Oh, I definitely am liking that manual. Are you getting on? Shame there isn't any indicator noise. I do like a good indicator noise. And the fact that passengers can't complain about my shoddy driving. Oh, that goes really well. I do like that. I like that a lot. So here we go then. Quick little first look at this. Minute and 36 early. And off will our victims get. She's waiting by the back doors. So we go. Say we'll a couple of weeks time we'll come back and do some more of this. Maybe I'll do a stream with it as well and see if we can work through all the different versions. But I just wanted to have a quick look at this, the older version, and based on that, the newer ones can only get better. This is really nice. So I'll put a link to it in the description below. I'll also put a link to the Discord server. So if you're a fan of any sort of sim gaming, not just buses, but coaches, trains, trucks, planes, and ships, you've got a new watery section as well. So any sort of simming that you're into, do please check out the Discord server. I'll link it in the description below. And yeah, Omsi on a Monday from me, something from tourist bus on a Wednesday starting in June, and the firm bus as always on a Friday, and a few other bits of content chucked in there as well. So plenty of stuff from me. Do please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We will certainly come back and do some more journeys in the i260 range. They look really, really good. Until the next time then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching. That's got a strange horn.